Hello there, and welcome back to Crusader Kings. So, currently doing fairly well, I dare say. We do have, well, some revolts here, as you can see, 4 peasant revolts, but that shouldn't actually be an issue. We also secured the Corner Kingdom here last time too, which of course is great. That means that we are getting closer to getting what we're after here, more or less. And with that said, we're probably just going to keep on doing what we have been doing. We are slowly but surely taking our lands here. I've been getting a couple of a bit of advice. I can't actually use subjugation unless they are my what's it called? I'm stuck now for some reason, but that doesn't really matter. I can't use subjugation unless they are my culture, is apparently, or in my culture group, is what I was told, and that is perfectly fine. We're almost done here, so it doesn't really matter, to be perfectly honest. All we really have to do is take this area here, and we'll probably do it through a series of holy wars. We should also be able to beat the Crusaders once we actually get a little bit more union in our lands. Stop some of the peasant revolts and things like that. But for now, I'll just keep on looking for people that actually has claims, as you know, and hopefully here we can make something work. This part here will become a part of my country once the revolt is over, so that is perfectly fine. But as I said, we will deal with the rebels first, and then we'll probably just declare the duchy on Gujarat, and potentially use whatever caster spell we have on Solanki, on Tamara, and so forth. We're basically just going to take whatever land we can. We'll see how it plays out. Most of the rebels have been taken care of. There are some more rebels here, and to be perfectly honest, there will be high chances of having more rebels due to the simple fact that a lot of my lands aren't Hindu, and as a result of that, we have, among other things, religious unrest. And this, of course, screws me over because it gives a incredibly high revolt risk in some of the counties. But hopefully, here we can combat that and solve everything. But there are some counties here that have a, well, very high revolt risk due to that, but we will probably be able to solve it without too much fuzz. I also gone ahead here and declared war on the guy down here, the Majara of the Tiny Kingdom, so to speak. We are of course going to put him, well, into the fold, and we're going to do that straight away, actually, just to make sure here. Actually have the Parmara, well, Majara also down here, so it could actually be, it would probably be a couple of dual wars then between them. Well, probably not, considering the fact that this guy has too few troops. But that's perfectly fine. I've also gotten a little bit of an addition to my retinue here. 2,500 troops are currently being trained, which will be good. I can also create the Bengal Empire, and I am going to do that as soon as, well, as soon as I get the gold for it. I currently can't afford it, which is, of course, a little bit annoying, but not much I can do about that. So I'll continue to combat the rebels here. We'll probably go after, as I said, Gujarat here. We will play a war for the Duchy of Anata. And we'll probably also do, as I said, also to some extent, the county claims that on Solanki. Sorry, I had a tickle in my nose there. Kind of felt weird. Which is kind of why I cringed, which you probably could hear. But we are going to just continue holy wars, continue picking on people, all that kind of things. The Seljuks have actually risen up here, so this could get actually damn interesting, to be perfectly honest. Can I declare holy wars here? I can. Do I want to take the chance of a holy war for... Yeah, I do. I actually do. So we will try and deal with these guys, and then we'll declare holy war up north. I think I want a quick siege here. My daughter has become of legal age, and I guess we'll go for the Majara. Not really a problem per se. And there we go, we've added the Southern Kingdom. Once again, if there is any peasant revolt during this one, I'm probably just going to ignore them altogether. And the simple reason for that is, again, we'll actually just march these two up north and start, and we'll use these guys to deal with the rebels. But, as I said, we do need Rajasthan as well, so the easiest way to do this is just start holy warring early. And Well, what better time to do it than when the Crusaders and the Seljuks... Have they actually split? Yeah, they actually split. This is glorious, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, seriously, this is great. It gives me an opportunity that I need to start conquering. What I probably should do here is actually go after Baluchistan and Sistan, but... No, we're not going to do that. I could then start going westward, but I would prefer to unite India before we do that. Jihad for Jerusalem. As you know, the Doge of Pisa, of all places, actually ended up in charge of Jerusalem. So it will be a little bit of interesting to see here how, if the Fatimids can take it back. They probably can, but we'll see how it goes. Byzantium is also in trouble here. Crown Authority War. But... again, pretty sure we'll be interested to see how this turns out, but for now we'll just get my troops in position and then we'll declare the first war on the Crusaders. Well, this has got to be the shortest jihad ever. I'm pretty sure it's just 5 days. 5 days it took before, well, the Muslims won. Which is hilarious. I'm pretty sure it was captured in battle. I can't see any other way that actually went down. So this guy's actually fighting a holy war for Haritana. Can I fight a holy war for anything else? Or am I forced to fight for the same Sistan? Baluchistan? I think we're going to fight for the same and try and snatch it basically out of their grasp. It's not a horrible idea. And it will also allow me to, well, choose a little bit more on where I want to conquer. The problem with this tiny little kingdom here is no one wants to actually join my court here, and that will of course be kind of an issue when it comes to, well, peacefully or brutally, depending on how things go. Put these guys under myself, but we'll probably get squished here. No matter how I think here, I'm probably going to get squished. Let's see how this goes, if my retinue can actually stand against them. Judging by how this has gone, probably not. Definitely not. I might actually have to retreat here. It seems like they actually, with the update as I said before, maybe the retinue is a little bit more unreliable, even though they should probably lose a battle of this scale. Yeah, we're going to just retreat here. And join up with other armies, see if we can actually get a victory here. But yeah, I actually lost most of my retinue too, which is horrible. Are they going into my lands? No, they're not. Let's see here. How much can I actually rebuy, so to speak? I can't actually replenish my entire retinue, so that was a horrible, horrible decision. Which probably will annoy me. I know. No, it will annoy me for quite a while. Hopefully I won't have too much to say for my how I play. But I am definitely surprised to find a 14,000 man army in eastern India when they have this kind of revolt to deal with. So that's definitely surprising. But I'll join up my armies here and we'll try again. Hopefully I can make something work here. Money-wise, I'm not looking good. But we'll see what I can pull off here. As you can see here, we have actually started a siege. The war with Tamara Kingdom that the Crusaders actually fought is more or less over. Basically due to the fact that their troops was... well, their troops were killed. That's basically the gist of it. And of course this is to some degree good for us. Samatar, where it's all the way up there. But I believe that is actually part of the Pala Kingdom. So I think I can actually allow the kingdom itself to just deal with that on its own. I shouldn't have to marshal my troops up there to deal with, well, a force that the kingdom itself should be able to deal with when I haven't actually, well, raised up the troops, so to speak. But hopefully we can make something work there. Luckily enough, we also got a conversion here. Where is that guy? Yeah. There is. We're going to... I think I'm actually going to try and get this area and this area here completed. And then we're going for the eastern part, of course, in in an effort to more or less get rid of these peasant revolts, because they are infuriatingly annoying to deal with. well, they're not annoying to deal with, just take time and resources that I can actually use to wage war instead. So that's basically the gist of it. That is why I don't like it. But not too much I can do about that. Karumpa. So revolts are happening apparently, which could be interesting. Pala, not Para. Pala is most likely going to fall here to someone else, and that is means that I actually have to march to the easternmost corner of my empire in order to actually deal with those peasant rebels, which is annoying as hell. Could potentially just raise up my regular troops, but they're actually so expensive that the little amount of gold that I have right now, I think I could potentially ruin myself. Potentially. Of course, it might not happen, but it's what I would presume would happen. Anyways, what we're going to do now is wait for, or try to siege this and wait for and see if the Chelsea did actually march their army back here. It's doubtful, but we'll see what they decide to do. So, this is one new event apparently. My lord, a huge diamond has been found in a mine in one of your provinces. It is truly one of those stones that are found once every 5 centuries. The only question is, of course, what you should do with it. I shall wear it in a magnificent new crown. I'll hide it in the treasury where it's safe. I should give it to my wife, or it's worth a fortune to sell it. I don't really have any monetary issues right now, and I don't need the prestige, so since this doesn't actually do anything, I'm kind of tempted to see what happens. There's probably another event down the line that will happen, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what it is. As you can see here, the Chelsea does have some troops, but they don't have enough to actually deal with my army, which is of course great. That means that I can siege in peace, so to speak. As you can see, I've actually assembled a Levi army here in an attempt to deal with the rebels. You're busy ruling your realm, but in your free moments you take a pause to think of that beautiful large diamond that is hidden safe in your treasury. You're certain that no one else in the world has such a precious treasure. I get 10 prestige and 1 of 3 chances of an event. Now that that doesn't sound promising. This could go very, very bad. I'm kind of paranoid because most of the events will screw you over one way or another, or they will have some sort of side effect that you wouldn't actually think about in the first place. And hopefully here I can avoid any and all side effects. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. For now, we'll just continue the war against Chastedids and deal with these rebels, and we'll see what kind of event I get. Well, I said something terrible would happen, and I was kind of right. One day, your guard captain comes before you with grave news. My lord, something terrible has happened. T broke into your treasure last night and stole the great diamond. Nothing else is missing. Disaster. 30% chance for paranoid and 10% chance of stress. What did I get? Neither. Brilliant. So the only thing I really lost from this was 20 prestige. Well, I can possibly live with that. Just possibly. Now, it's not really an issue here. But I'll continue warring with the Chastedids and more or less rebel suppression. And we'll see how it stands. We'll see how it goes. As you can see here with the sieges, we currently won the war against the Chastedids. And with that, we now get another, well, duchy to play with. Now, the big question is, should I basically continue my wars, declare war on the 3 other kingdoms for, well, petty titles in this case? Or should I wait and try and make something work here? I'm definitely tempted to declare war tomorrow because I've checked. There's no heirs there that I can actually, well, invite to my kingdom. And as you can see, the same goes for these guys, and pretty sure the same also goes for Gujarat. But all of these kings are old, so that is actually potentially going to change very soon. Which of course is, that's pretty damn wonderful. But what I think we're actually going to do is declare war for, well, that county. Going to declare war on the Solanki kingdom for, I'm a little bit unsure what. That one, pretty, excuse me, prettier borders. And Gujarat, of course, for Anata, the duchy. So, all in all, we have a target, and we're most likely going to win without too much fuss. We'll be relying mostly on our retinues, I think. But it should be fine. We also have some rebels in the eastern part of the country here with the Magada peasant revolt, but once again, it's not something that I can't handle, and it should be easily solved. We'll see how it goes. But unfortunately, this is all we had time for. We did win our first war against Chastids, which is, I dare say, an important milestone in uniting India. And hopefully, we can continue with a good friend next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.